Ferrari. It's more than just a car, isn't it? It's a roaring symbol of speed, luxury, and this almost wild, unwavering obsession with victory. But this global empire, this legend, it wasn't cooked up in some sterile boardroom. Oh, no. It was forged in the white-hot crucible of the racetrack, powered by the sheer, unyielding force of one man's will. This is the story of Enzo Ferrari, a man whose relentless, almost stubborn pursuit of winning on Sunday utterly transformed the cars we dream of owning on Monday. It's the captivating tale of how a humble racing team, born of pure passion, became a supercar legend. In the world of automotive excellence, few names resonate with quite the same reverence, the same visceral thrill as Ferrari. Just say the name, and images of crimson machines, screaming V12s, and triumphant drivers flood the mind. Founded in the early 20th century, Ferrari's journey from a small, ambitious racing outfit to a global supercar powerhouse isn't just a business success story. It's a living testament to the potent blend of passion, relentless innovation, and an almost fierce, unshakable commitment to performance. Come with us as we delve into the heart of Ferrari's history, a saga so deeply intertwined with the thrill of racing and the undeniable allure of the most exquisite supercars ever built. The early days of Enzo Ferrari. To truly understand Ferrari, to grasp its very essence, we absolutely must start with the man himself, Enzo Ferrari. Born in 1898 in the bustling city of Modena, Italy, Enzo Anselmo Ferrari's love for speed and machinery wasn't just a hobby, it was ignited at an incredibly early age. You see, his father, Alfredo, ran a metal workshop, forging axles for the Italian railroads, and young Enzo grew up surrounded by the clatter and hum of industry. It was on September 6, 1908, when his father took him to witness a motorcar race in Bologna, the Coppa Fiorio, that a spark became a flame. From that moment, the 10-year-old Enzo knew, with a certainty that would define his life, that he wanted to be part of that world. His path wasn't straightforward, though. Tragedy struck early when both his father and older brother Dino succumbed to the devastating flu pandemic in 1916, forcing a young Enzo to grow up quickly and leave school. After serving in World War I, he found work first as a test driver for a small company called CMN in Milan in 1919, making his racing debut that same year. But it was his move to Alfa Romeo in 1920 that truly set him on his destined course, first as a driver, then quickly rising to manage their racing division. He even achieved his greatest racing victory at the Coppa Acerbo at Pescara in 1924. A pivotal moment came in 1923 after a victory at the Circuito del Savio in Ravenna. Enzo met the parents of Francesco Baracca, a heroic World War I flying ace. They suggested he use their son's personal emblem, a black prancing horse on a yellow shield, for good luck. Enzo took their advice, and that iconic cavallino rampante would soon become one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. By 1929, his ambition had fully taken flight. He established Scuderia Ferrari in Modena, initially not to build cars, but as a racing team, a stable, as Scuderia means in Italian, to prepare and race Alfa Romeo cars, primarily for amateur drivers. The Scuderia quickly gained fame, becoming a dominant force in Italian racing. However, Enzo's fiercely independent spirit clashed with Alfa Romeo's corporate structure. By 1938, Alfa Romeo decided to re-enter racing under its own name, absorbing Scuderia Ferrari's operations. Enzo, ever the visionary, was dismissed in 1939, forbidden from racing under his own name for 4 years. Undeterred, and with that familiar glint in his eye, Enzo started Auto Avio Costruzioni in Modena, manufacturing machine tools during the war years, but with a secret dream burning bright: to develop his own race cars. The foundation was being laid, brick by painstaking brick, and with it, the unyielding spirit of competition that would define Ferrari for generations to come. The Formula One legacy Ferrari's official entry into the newly formed Formula One World Championship in 1950 wasn't just a debut. It marked the very beginning of an unparalleled, almost mythical legacy. From that inaugural season, Ferrari has been the only team to compete in every single world championship, a testament to its enduring commitment and passion for the sport. It's not just about participation, though. Ferrari holds records that truly solidify its place as the undisputed titan of F1, a staggering 16 Constructors' Championships and 15 Drivers' Championships, won by 9 different legends, including the likes of Alberto Ascari, Juan Manuel Fangio, and Kimi Räikkönen. Research context. This isn't just dominance, it's a dynasty. Think about the sheer dedication, the engineering prowess, and the strategic brilliance required to maintain such a position for over 7 decades. Ferrari isn't just a team, it's a religion for millions of tifosi, its passionate fans around the globe. And then there's Michael Schumacher. His name, for an entire generation, became synonymous with Ferrari. From 1996 to 2006, he brought an era of unprecedented, almost unbelievable success to Maranello. Before Schumacher, Ferrari had endured a long drought, struggling to recapture its former glory. But under his leadership, alongside the strategic genius of team principal Jean Todt and technical director Ross Brawn, Ferrari didn't just win, they dominated. They clinched 5 consecutive drivers' titles from 2000 to 2004 and an astonishing 6 consecutive constructors' titles between 1999 and 2004. Research context. This golden period wasn't just about trophies. It solidified Ferrari's reputation on the track as an unstoppable force, reigniting the passion of its global fan base and, crucially, fueling the intense desire for its exquisite road cars. It proved, yet again, that what won on Sunday truly did sell on Monday. The F1 story is a constant cycle of innovation, triumph, and sometimes heartbreak. But through it all, the scarlet cars of Maranello remain, pushing the boundaries of what's possible, year after year. Iconic moments and innovations. The journey through Ferrari's racing history isn't just a list of wins. It's a tapestry woven with iconic moments, each one a thread of innovation and raw, unadulterated passion. Take, for instance, that momentous day in 1951. Ferrari scored its very first Formula One victory at the British Grand Prix, with José Froilán González behind the wheel, finally beating the dominant Alfa Romeo. It wasn't just a win, it was a defiant statement, a milestone that unequivocally set the stage for future triumphs. Research context. But Ferrari's ambition wasn't confined to Grand Prix circuits. Their success extended dramatically into endurance racing, particularly at the grueling 24 Hours of Le Mans, where their sports prototypes like the legendary 250 GTO absolutely dominated the 1960s. 3. Research context. This era was a crucible for innovation. Ferrari pioneered aerodynamic advancements, understanding that speed wasn't just about brute force, it was about slicing through the air with surgical precision. The 250 GTO, introduced in 1962, stands as a monumental example. It wasn't merely fast, it was a revolution. Engineer Giotto Bizzarini initially led its development, aiming to create a car that could compete and excel against rivals like Jaguar's E-Type. Extensive wind tunnel testing at the University of Pisa and countless hours on track at Monza refined its form. The result was groundbreaking. The 250 GTO featured an all-aluminum body with a long, low nose and, most famously, a distinctive cam-tail design. This abruptly cut-off rear, based on principles discovered by German aerodynamicist Wunibald Kamm, wasn't just for looks. It maintained optimal airflow, minimized drag, and, crucially, reduced lift while creating a low-pressure zone behind the car, significantly enhancing downforce and high-speed stability. Early testing also led to the addition of a rear spoiler, making the 250 GTO one of the first road cars to feature such an aerodynamic aid, initially bolted on, then integrated. This car redefined performance, showcasing Ferrari's early understanding that aerodynamics would be key to racing supremacy. And, as would become a Ferrari hallmark, these innovations born in the heat of competition would soon find their way, almost inevitably, into their road-going machines. The birth of the road car. Now here's a fascinating twist in the Ferrari narrative. The road cars, the very machines that fuel so many dreams today, were initially born out of necessity. In 1947, Enzo Ferrari began producing road cars, not primarily for profit, but as a strategic means to fund his true passion, the racing activities of Scuderia Ferrari, 9 research context. He famously declared, "I build engines and attach wheels to them," emphasizing his core focus. The first car to proudly bear the Ferrari name was the 125S, making its debut on May 11, 1947 at the Circuito di Piacenza. With its 1.5-liter Colombo V12 engine, a masterpiece designed by Gioacchino Colombo with contributions from Giuseppe Busso and Luigi Bazzi, it combined racing-derived technology with a nascent hint of luxury. Its debut was, in Enzo's own words, a promising failure, as it retired due to a fuel pump issue while leading. But just 2 weeks later, the 125S, driven by Franco Cortese, claimed Ferrari's first official victory at the Rome Grand Prix, a moment that cemented the brand's presence in the competitive motorsport world. The 125S would go on to win 6 of its 14 races in 1947, laying the groundwork for everything that followed. As the years progressed, Ferrari continued to evolve its road car offerings, always blending cutting-edge racing technology with a growing sense of automotive artistry. The Dino series, named in honor of Enzo's tragically deceased son Alfredo Dino Ferrari, who had worked on engine designs, was particularly significant. Introduced in the late 1960s, the Dinos pioneered mid-engine layouts for road cars, a configuration that would become a defining characteristic for many future Ferraris, offering superior balance and handling. Then came the mighty 365 GTB4, famously nicknamed the Daytona. Launched at the 1968 Paris Auto Show, this car was a direct response to the mid-engined revolution spearheaded by the Lamborghini Miura. While Lamborghini went mid-engine, Ferrari, with Enzo's characteristic stubbornness, stuck with a front-engine rear-wheel drive layout for its flagship. And what a statement it made! Powered by an enlarged 4.4-liter Colombo DOHC V12, the Daytona produced 352 horsepower and could hit an astonishing 174 mph, making it the fastest production car of its time, definitively surpassing the Miura's top speed. Styled by Pininfarina's chief designer Leonardo Fioravanti, its long bonnet, slim nose, and short tail gave it a distinctive, aggressive elegance. The Daytona wasn't just a stopgap, it was a legend, the last of Ferrari's front-engine flagships before the mid-engine layout truly took hold, proving that the blend of racing pedigree and luxury could create automotive icons. The Fiat acquisition and expansion. By the late 1960s, despite its racing triumphs and growing road car reputation, Ferrari faced significant financial pressures. Running a world-class racing team and developing innovative road cars was incredibly expensive. Enzo Ferrari, ever the pragmatist, understood that securing the future of his beloved Scuderia and expanding the industrial side of his business required substantial investment. This led to a new, pivotal chapter in 1969 when Fiat, the industrial giant of Italy, acquired a 50% stake in Ferrari. This partnership was a game-changer. It injected much-needed capital, providing the necessary financial muscle for significant growth and innovation in both racing and road car development. Crucially, Enzo Ferrari, with his shrewd business acumen, negotiated to retain full control over the racing division, ensuring that the heart and soul of Ferrari remained untainted. With Fiat's support, Ferrari was able to dramatically expand its production capabilities and accelerate its technological advancements. This collaboration wasn't just about money, it fostered a cross-pollination of engineering expertise. A prime example was the Ferrari-powered Fiat Dino. While not a full Ferrari, it showcased the integration of Ferrari's legendary V6 engines into a more accessible, for Fiat platform, broadening the reach of that iconic engine DNA. The Fiat acquisition allowed Ferrari to push the boundaries of automotive engineering even further, transforming it from a niche, artisan manufacturer into a more robust, globally recognized luxury brand, all while carefully preserving its exclusive image and, most importantly, its racing spirit. Fiat's stake would eventually grow to 90% by 1988, with Enzo Ferrari retaining 10%, and upon his death, his share passed to his son, Piero Ferrari. This strategic alliance ensured Ferrari's survival and paved the way for its incredible growth into the powerhouse it is today. Modern supercars. As the decades turned, Ferrari continued its relentless evolution, producing a lineage of modern supercars that perfectly encapsulated the essence of racing technology distilled for the road. Each new model, from the raw, uncompromising F40 to the hyper-advanced LaFerrari, was a tangible manifestation of Enzo Ferrari's enduring philosophy. The best Ferrari ever built is the next one. This wasn't just a motto, it was a directive, a constant push for innovation and improvement. And what a roster of next ones they've delivered. The F40, introduced in 1987, was a pure, unadulterated celebration of Ferrari's 40th anniversary and its racing heritage. It was, significantly, the very last Ferrari automobile personally approved by Enzo Ferrari himself before his passing. Designed by Nicola Materazzi with styling by Pininfarina, the F40 was a brutal, lightweight machine, almost a race car for the road. It boasted Kevlar, carbon fiber, and aluminum body panels for strength and minimal weight, eschewing luxuries like a sound system or even proper door handles in its pursuit of performance. Its twin-turbocharged V8 engine, an evolution of the unit found in the 288 GTO, produced 478 horsepower, propelling it past the magical 200 mph mark, an astonishing feat for a production car at the time, making it the fastest in the world. The F40 was a visceral, uncompromising experience, a direct transfer of Formula One technology and ethos to a road car, and it remains one of the most iconic and desirable Ferraris ever built. Following in its legendary footsteps, Ferrari continued to push boundaries. The F50 in 1995 was an even more direct link to F1, featuring a 4.7-liter naturally aspirated V12 derived from F1 technology. Later came the Enzo Ferrari, a tribute to the founder himself, packed with Formula One-derived carbon fiber construction and advanced aerodynamics. More recently, cars like the LaFerrari showcased revolutionary hybrid powertrains, seamlessly blending electric power with traditional V12 might for unprecedented performance. The SF90 Stradale took this further, becoming Ferrari's first series production plug-in hybrid, demonstrating how Ferrari embraces future technologies while staying true to its high-performance roots. Each of these machines isn't just a car. It's a statement, a testament to Ferrari's unwavering commitment to pushing the envelope of speed, design, and engineering excellence. They embody the philosophy of continuous improvement, ensuring that the next one always manages to captivate and astound. Technology transfer from track to road. One of the most fascinating and fundamental aspects of Ferrari's enduring success, and indeed its very identity, is the seamless, almost symbiotic transfer of technology from its cutting-edge racing programs directly into its road cars. This isn't just marketing speak. It's a core principle that Enzo Ferrari himself instilled, believing that the racetrack was the ultimate laboratory. Innovations developed and proven in the crucible of Formula One have consistently made their way to the consumer market, profoundly enhancing the performance, safety, and driving experiences of every Ferrari road car. Think about it. The punishing demands of F1, the extreme forces, the relentless pursuit of milliseconds, the need for absolute reliability at the limit, push engineers to invent solutions that simply don't exist anywhere else. And Ferrari, uniquely, has always had both the racing team and the road car division under one roof, often sharing engineers, wind tunnels, and dynamic rigs. This creates an incredibly efficient feedback loop. Let's look at some concrete examples. The paddle shifter, now a ubiquitous feature in almost all performance cars and even many everyday vehicles, was first introduced by Ferrari in its F1 640 race car in 1989. It took just 8 years for this revolutionary semi-automatic transmission technology to appear in a Ferrari road car, the F355, fundamentally changing how drivers interact with their vehicles. This wasn't just a convenience. It allowed for faster, more precise gear changes, directly translating a racing advantage to the street. Beyond the obvious, the transfer goes deeper. Advanced aerodynamics, initially honed on F1 wings and bodywork, found their way into road car designs, not just for aesthetics but for crucial downforce and stability at high speeds. Carbon fiber, first introduced in F1 chassis by McLaren in 1981 for its lightweight and strength, became a staple in Ferrari supercars like the F40 and beyond, forming the very backbone of their lightweight construction. Other critical areas include active suspension systems. While initially banned in F1, the technology developed to adapt suspension settings on the fly for optimal handling in racing has evolved into sophisticated adaptive damping systems found in modern Ferraris, allowing drivers to tailor the ride for comfort or performance. Carbon ceramic brakes. Born from the need for extreme stopping power and fade resistance in endurance racing and F1, these incredibly effective brakes are now optional or standard on many high-performance Ferraris, offering superior braking performance and longevity. Engine technology, direct fuel injection, variable valve timing, and even hot V engine configurations, where turbochargers are placed inside the V of the engine for better packaging and throttle response, have roots in F1 development, leading to more powerful, efficient, and responsive road car engines. Even hybrid powertrains, now increasingly common in Ferrari's top-tier models like the LaFerrari and SF90 Stradale, draw directly from the kinetic energy recovery systems, KRs, pioneered in F1. Ferrari's commitment to innovation ensures that every road car, whether it's a Grand Tourer or a track-focused hypercar, benefits directly from the lessons learned, the victories celebrated, and the boundaries pushed on the racetrack. It's this relentless pursuit of performance, this fusion of competition and craftsmanship, that makes a Ferrari truly special. The culture of continuous innovation. Enzo Ferrari's spirit of fierce competition and relentless pursuit of perfection isn't just a historical footnote. It permeates the company culture to this very day. It's a tangible force, driving every decision, every design, every engineering breakthrough. The drive for innovation at Ferrari isn't merely a business strategy or a response to market trends. It's a core, almost spiritual value. It's ingrained in the Maranello ethos, a constant whisper from the founder pushing them to be better, faster, more beautiful. This means that while Ferrari fiercely guards its traditions, its iconic V12 engines, its distinctive styling, its racing colors, it also embraces the future with an open mind. They've maintained their laser-like focus on ultimate performance while expertly adapting to the ever-changing automotive landscape. This balance is tricky, but it's where Ferrari truly shines. Behind the scenes, in the hallowed halls of Maranello, you'll find engineers and designers who embody this spirit. They're not just building cars, They're crafting automotive art, pushing the boundaries of what's mechanically possible and aesthetically pleasing. The symbiotic relationship between the racing division and the road car division ensures a constant flow of knowledge, talent, and technological advancements. Designers like Pininfarina, who shaped so many iconic Ferraris for decades, and now Ferrari's in-house Centro style, translate the raw aggression of a race car into elegant, roadworthy forms. The result? A breathtaking lineup of supercars that not only honor the glorious legacy of racing, but also boldly embrace the future. This includes the challenging yet necessary integration of electrification and sustainable technologies. Ferrari's approach to hybridization, for example, isn't about compromise. It's about using electric power to enhance performance, to make their cars even faster, even more responsive, while preparing for a future with stricter emissions regulations. They're not just building cars, they're building legends for tomorrow, ensuring the prancing horse continues to thunder into the next era with power and purpose. Ferrari in the modern era. In recent years, Ferrari has done more than just maintain its position. It has solidified itself as an undisputed leader in the ultra-luxury automotive market. It's a brand that transcends mere transportation, embodying aspiration, exclusivity, and a certain Italian flair that simply can't be replicated. While many rival brands, recognizing the shifting tides of motorsport, have ventured into electric racing series like Formula E, Ferrari has remained steadfast in its commitment to Formula One research context. Why? Because for Ferrari, F1 isn't just a sport. It's the very crucible that shaped its identity, the ultimate proving ground for its technology and competitive spirit. It's where the cutting edge of internal combustion and hybrid power is truly pushed to its absolute limit, a dedication that resonates deeply with its core values and heritage. Their F1 presence is a constant global billboard for their engineering prowess and unyielding will to win. Of course, even Ferrari isn't immune to market forces. The automotive world is evolving rapidly with changing consumer preferences and the relentless march towards electrification. This led to what some purists might have considered heresy, the introduction of the Puro Sangue in 2022. Ferrari carefully avoids calling it an SUV, preferring the term FUV, Ferrari Utility Vehicle, or simply a four-door, four-seater. This strategic move was a bold departure from tradition, but a necessary one to tap into the booming luxury SUV market, attract new demographics, and ensure continued financial strength for future innovations. And it's been a resounding success. Orders for the Puro Sangue filled up 4 times faster than anticipated, with waiting lists extending years out. By August 2024, it was already Ferrari's 3rd best-selling model, proving that even a non-SUV Ferrari can capture the market's imagination, all while maintaining its V12 engine and uncompromising performance. As the company continues to innovate, carefully blending tradition with modernity, from the raw power of its F1 engines to the strategic expansion into new vehicle segments, it ensures that Ferrari remains an intensely desirable name, not just in the high-octane world of racing, but in the exclusive realm of luxury automobiles. It's a brand that masters the art of evolving without ever losing its soul. The enduring legacy. Ferrari's story is a magnificent symphony of triumph and adversity, of heartbreaking losses and exhilarating victories, all underpinned by an unyielding, almost stubborn pursuit of excellence. Enzo Ferrari's legacy isn't just etched in history books. It lives on, vibrant and pulsating, in every single car that proudly bears his name. Each roar of a V12, each sculpted curve, each blistering lap time is a testament to the power of his passion and his relentless, singular drive for speed. From the dirt tracks of early Italian races to the gleaming circuits of Formula One, from the first tentative road cars to the hyper-advanced supercars of today, Ferrari's journey is a remarkable saga. It's a narrative that beautifully intertwines human ambition with groundbreaking technological prowess, creating not just mere machines, but true icons of automotive history. These are cars that stir the soul, that represent the pinnacle of engineering and artistry, and that carry with them the spirit of a man who dared to dream of absolute victory. As we reflect on this incredible journey through the history of Ferrari, it becomes abundantly clear that this brand is so much more than just a manufacturer of high-performance vehicles. It embodies an entire philosophy, a philosophy of relentless innovation, an unshakable commitment to the thrill of racing, and an almost obsessive pursuit of perfection. Every Ferrari, past and present, is a vivid chapter in this ongoing epic, a piece of automotive legend. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the heart of Ferrari. If you've enjoyed this exploration of one of the most iconic automotive brands the world has ever known, if your pulse quickened just a little, please do us a favor. Like this, share it with fellow enthusiasts, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the captivating world of cars.